And so something as simple as a gas card could be the difference between your company getting defrauded horribly and not getting defrauded at all.
And we have taken it to the next level where we just don't do which state you're in, but within the gas station, we know where the trucks park. And if it is not at the fuel bay, you could disable the card from being used for filling up. That's the power of the technology. When you're able to connect the pieces across these different vendors, picking it up from our telematics partners, combining that information with the fuel providers and the fuel card providers, and activating or deactivating the cards. That is super important.
So everybody who's at this conference that I talk to, and again, sometimes you compete with some of these companies, but at the same time you cooperate in other places. And I've heard everybody say sort of the same thing. We partner because that's best for the customer. And we can't have you guys competing to the detriment of customers. So you compete in some places, cooperate in other places, but everybody down there kind of said the same thing, that connected ecosystem allows for, well, one of the themes of today's keynotes was compounding interest. Yeah. And they talked about you have to have the courage to begin, the first step.
And I took that keynote and I was moderating a panel around connected advantages. And it was great to hear a similar story from the carrier Trimac who was in there. And they gave a perfect example of how they use technology from Trimble and also connect to other pieces in the partner ecosystem that we have. And it's the openness of the system that is what promotes. Trimble's vision and mission is to keep customer at the center while we're solving the problems.
Yep.
And if we are not able to provide the best-in-class solutions, there are partners who can provide that. So we have to connect them.
Yep. So I want to talk to you about safety and security, both for the person, the driver, and also for the goods. We have had a problem with both. And we were chatting before we hit the record button about now they're picking out freight at the port, maybe in Long Beach or LA, and saying that is the container that has this, or they're going to the warehouse and say that's where the high value goods, whether it's drugs or Xboxes or mobile phones, and they are figuring out and following these people. And so when somebody finally stops to hit the restroom or have lunch or take a mandatory break, their truck's being stolen, and also putting drivers in harm's way. And also, the Guy Fieri, Sammy Hagar, Tequila heist,
story. Yeah.
$1 million, 2 truckloads. Somebody knew what they were doing. That was not, guns a-blazing. That was somebody spoofing the system. Those truckers, the guys who picked it up, they thought they did a job well done today.
Yeah.
They picked it up at the right place, delivered it at the right place. For all they know, that everything was good until somebody called them probably the next day and said, "Did you steal that tequila?"